gals, welcome back to a new edition of Guns, More Guns. We're talking about the C308 here. This is made by Century Arms. Very nice rifle. As you'll notice that it's kind of reminiscent of the Sturmgewehr with the stock here. Goes up in here. Century does get a lot of hate on some of their firearms. The nice thing about this rifle is it is a CETME parts kit built on a PTR receiver. So the core of it is nice and solid. PTR has a really well-known reputation on building these firearms. So, I mean, at least the core is good to go. The nice thing about this rifle is it comes with the wood stock and handguard. This particular rifle has, you can get black polymer stocks. You can get green, like OD green stocks. So it's kind of nice that you can set up for your particular likes. Nice thing I love about these rifles, you got the HK slap, which is nice. Comes back, locks up. It is a nice, solid, beefy rifle. It's a battle rifle. This is meant to be taken into battle, into war. It's got a nice service life on it. They're still using it in some countries, most countries today. It does come with a CETME mag. You can use regular G3 mags. G3 mags are a little lighter. The CETME mags are steel, I believe, and they're pretty heavy. But they both fit in the rifle nice. To insert a mag, you kind of hit that front tab, lock in, give it a hit, and you're good to go. To release it, you got the push button here, rock it down, and you're out. Same with the G3 mags. Rock forward, give it a slap, and you're good to go. And then obviously slap the charging handle, puts a round in. You're gonna have a welded rail on top, so this is part of the receiver, welded in. So you can put a scope on there, red dot, whatever you like. My particular reason for liking this rifle is I like the iron sights on it. So it's got a hood front post on there, fully adjustable. And on the back you have diameters. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. So you can switch depending on distance, which is nice. So it's a little bit more of a upgraded battle sight, I guess you could say, irons. One thing I do like about this rifle, and I don't know if you guys remember, we did the review on the PTR 91, and that just had a regular, I think it was a flash hider on there. This one's actually got brake on there, and what it does is it kind of softens the rifle, gives it more of a better recoil impulse, so it's not beating up your shoulder too much. And this does work because we had this out, we were shooting probably about 5 magazines out of it just to function test it. Thing ran flawlessly, no jams, ran perfect. And the first thing I noticed with Blackjack, I told him, is this thing shoots a lot better as far as recoil than my PTR 91 did. I do have the same lot of ammo that we shot on the PTR when we did the DSA ammo versus Malaysian ammo video, and then we basically ran the DSA 18-inch FAL versus my PTR 91 at the time. So we're going to load up that same lot. We're going to shoot it through the C308 and see what kind of accuracy results we can get. We'll probably be about 50 yards. Maybe we'll take it out to 100. So let's do some shooting and put this thing through its paces. All right, first up, we got the CETME mag. Gonna run some rounds through this. Not too bad.
All right, guys. So that was Kruger shooting the CETME mag through this. I got the HK mag loaded up. As he had mentioned, the weight difference between the magazines is pretty substantial. These G3 mags are pretty light. My only concern with the G3 mags, quite honestly, is that they are so light that they're like Stanag AR mags, where it's like they're probably going to get damaged really easy. But throw a couple rounds through this thing and see how it does with the HK mags. Runs them just fine.
All right, we're going to run the CETME mag through again, and I want you guys to keep an eye on the recoil and look at the muzzle. You're going to notice one thing as watching this video, that it doesn't climb as high. It's got really good controllability. Still running flawless.
All right, so the rounds we put through this are probably, I don't know, about maybe 15 so far, or I'm sorry, about 20 or so. and this thing's already getting pretty hot. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're shooting the full size cartridges. That yeah, it gets hot pretty quick. So we're gonna do the same thing, just kind of run a couple rounds through it, and then do like a controllability thing. So these are a lot of fun to shoot.
All right, this is a Malaysian lot. This is from the same lot that we shot last time when we were out here. We're gonna actually load it up right in front of you. It's hard to believe this stuff is older than I am, and it still looks great. They really packaged it to last.
You probably just do 10.
All right, let's go shoot.
All right, guys, so we got some of this Malaysian stuff loaded up. I'll be honest with you, we probably won't show, but we've already taken a few rounds, taken a few shots with this, and so far, not the most accurate rifle. So let's see if I have any better results with it. Clear. All right, let's go see how we did.
Why everybody
All right, so this is the target I was shooting at. I started by holding pretty low and almost dead center, and I've got a couple of hits here. When I moved it up and I started aiming a little more center mast, you can see that I've got several hits here. I've got a hit here. I mean, this is all just trigger control and breathing and stuff, but quite honestly, I mean, at 50 yards, certainly not the most accurate, but I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits right here in this little group, and I've got 2 hits right here. So, I mean, this is actually not a terrible group. Obviously, I'm kind of all over the place, but I did start by holding pretty low. And when I moved it up towards the center, this was where I was shooting when I was shooting more towards the center. So, my previous statement about it being not the most accurate rifle, I certainly still wouldn't call it the most accurate rifle, but, you know, I mean, this is a pretty small target to be shooting at 50 yards, and, you know, I mean, we were still able to bank some steel with it, so not too bad. All right, so we went ahead and we repainted the target. Gonna go ahead and put about 5 more rounds down range and see if I can maybe tighten up my group a little bit. All right, well, it definitely wasn't as good as last time, but let's go see how we did. All right, so obviously this is nowhere near as good as the last couple of shots that I took. I would definitely say, I mean, I was trying to hold as dead center as possible. I was trying to slow down. I was trying to think about all of my basic rifle marksmanship skills and all that. And this is, I mean, that's pretty fucking abysmal. But, you know, with that said, you know, I think we'll probably have to call this as the accuracy of this rifle is sort of undetermined. And it might kind of depend on the shooter, maybe as much as the ammunition. So
as you can see, the rifle did perform pretty well. I think we kind of put to bed about the reliability of this weapon. You know, with Century firearms, you kind of get, it's kind of hit or miss. This one is definitely a hit. It functioned everything we shot through it. The accuracy is still to be determined. It's kind of up in the air. To be fair to the rifle, you know, we didn't bench rest it. You know, we're not in a controlled environment, and we're not shooting at paper targets. We're just shooting at steel targets. So It's kind of up in the air on that, but this rifle functioned great, and we'll continue to explore it.